Um, you know, today I thought today was gonna be a lot more stressful. But today was actually not a bad day. Um, when did I sleep? I slept last night. I slept at like 2, honestly. I was struggling to fall asleep for some reason. It was kind of weird because I just realized like which side of my blanket was the insulator, and then I was like, oh, so that's why I still feel so cold even though this thing was advertised as a fucking like one's cool side and one's like an insulator for heat or whatever. I was like, oh fuck, I figured that out. And I was just like, it was just a lot of like, oh, my music isn't the right volume. Or well, I also did drink a lot of coffee yesterday because I was fucking gassed. I've been so tired for the past like 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to sleep early tonight, but I still have some work to do. But I guess a rundown of today, since I'm no longer on a time crunch, or a crazy time crunch rather. I woke up, I got to chemistry 2 minutes late, not so bad. I did wake up early though. Wait, this doesn't add up. No, I went to sleep at 1:20, 1 something, not 2. That would have been terrible for me, but I got like maybe at least 6 hours, definitely at least 6 hours. But in any case, I got to chemistry not 6 minutes late, and I was not really paying too much attention to lecture because I was more focused on trying to understand 2026 content that I had, because I had not been paying the greatest attention to lecture for 2026 the past few weeks. So I was like, oh, the homework is due tomorrow and I don't know how to do any of it. So I just tried to like read the textbook that they gave us, or that I totally bought, by the way. But yeah. What else? And then I went to 2026, and I was still a little like self-conscious about this haircut because I didn't think it was still like the greatest thing. I still kind of feel like it's too short, or at least there's not enough hair for me to like. Dude, there's so much shit. There's been hair in my mouth like 4 fucking times today. I swear to God, it's been the most. Have you ever had hair get stuck in your fucking teeth? No? You are blessed. Like, holy shit, I had to deal with that twice today. Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, no, this haircut, it's not bad, honestly. I'm still definitely thinking about the fact that I could have gotten a fade, or could have asked for a fade, even though, like, I requested a skin fade as, like, the appointment. So I'm not sure what the barber was thinking. One's like, oh, skin fade. But let's not give him a fade, though. Or maybe I don't understand barber terms. It's completely possible. Although, fade, everyone thinks of... fuck. I can't find my adhesive strips. Robin, that's... whatever. Okay, whatever. No, that's bothering me. I have to fix that. Sorry. It's an important part of the atmosphere. These posters lined up and not hanging off the wall. But this haircut's not bad. My friend from Solar Racing, Will, which we did 2026 homework like 2 hours ago, or an hour ago, and he complimented my hair when he first saw it. I was like, shit, dumb. Anyway, but that's later. Anyways, 2026, I tried to do more focusing. I try to balance focusing on the lecture and reading on the content that I didn't pay so much attention to, and I think it went pretty well. At least the content in today's lecture, they're talking about sampling and aliasing. Sampling being, oh fuck. So everyone knows, you guys know like wavelengths, like signals and all that shit. Like, oh, I don't know. Sampling is taking specific points, or is taking like data points at like specific times, or multiples of like a specific value. So like, if you start at the initial value of like 4 seconds, then you would proceed to sample at like 8 seconds, 12 seconds, 16 seconds, blah, blah, blah. And then aliasing is converting. Sorry. It's going from analog 80 to blah, blah. It's going from No, that's right. It's going from continuous to discrete, and then discrete to continuous, but then it's different from the original signal. I feel like that was a terrible explanation. It makes sense in my head, obviously, because I'm taking the fucking class. So I don't know how much you guys care about aliasing and sampling, but it's kind of interesting at least to see, because aliasing is like a video quality thing you'll like see in like video games, like, oh, you can increase the aliasing rate or like decreasing it, and it's kind of like interesting to see like how or why that works or why it does that, because I never really connected like signals with video game graphic quality, but at least like that makes sense, the concept as to like why it does what it does. But basically it was easy content. I wasn't too stressed about like, oh no, I don't know how to figure it. It was pretty straightforward. And then after that, I was more concerned about. No, honestly, I was still concerned about reading up on the 2026 content, because like my next class was English, and so we would be, or like my group would be discussing or like leading the discussion on the 2 chapters for the book that we read. For the 2 chapters that we read for the book, rather, and we had like our reading guide written out. It was like pretty straightforward, just read off the questions. But I was just trying to read up on the textbook and just, figure my shit out, because I was planning, or later that day, I planned with Will to do the 2026 homework, because I was expecting it to be a bitch, because I was like, just reading it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? But so I guess in the time span from after 2026 to English, I was just reading up on the textbook. But our group planned to meet like 20 minutes before English class, like talk about how we were actually going to guide the discussion and like go through the reading guide. And so that was just like real quick. And then like during the actual discussion though, I did the least talking. I didn't really know what to say, or at least like the first part, I was assigned like the second chapter to guide the discussion for, and then the other people were like for the first. And so I was able to actually get like a fully like coherent thought out, like surprisingly, right? Because I can barely speak in full sentences, like clearly. Like usually in that type of situation, I would be terrified of like stuttering, not being able to guide my thoughts properly, or at least walk people through my thoughts, because I would like lose the flow, because I would forget what the fuck I'd even said, because I'm too busy thinking about, oh, is this the right thing, or like I'm just trying not to fucking stutter. But I got a coherent thought out, and I feel like I actually did kind of contribute a little bit to the discussion. But when it came to actually like doing my part, I did stutter because I didn't know what the fuck to say, which is stupid, because it should have been like I should have known how to do this part. I think it may have been the fact that I didn't know, or like I had like an initial like plan for what I was gonna say, and then I didn't go with that plan, and then that fucked me up. So that's whatever. But then my other group partners saved my ass, so thank you, Pablo and Atharva. It was actually a really interesting discussion, though. Honestly, like the questions, I didn't write like the questions for the first chapter, but I feel like the open discussion made it like really. It was just really good, actually like a good discussion. Like people were talking about their experiences and shit. So I feel like that part was really good. And then the second part was kind of, there was less freedom for open discussion. I mean, I guess then it might just be like the design of the fault of the structure of the chapter, because the first chapter was more about people's experiences with hair, whereas the second chapter was more informational, and it was talking about like the Chinese hair industry. So it's like, how can you really make questions that people can relate to or like have an opinion about? And so it's kind of just tough on that front, at least. But it was good though. I enjoyed hearing people talk about like all their stories and shit. If only I could fucking talk coherently. But anyways, after that, was feeling good, and then I just went to read more of the 2026 textbook. And then after that, I was a little late to my multivariable studio, but honestly, it was whatever. It was, I don't know, it didn't really feel that eventful. And then after that, I ate, and I watched some more Black Clover. You know, Black Clover's kind of giving me like the feeling of like Bleach, honestly, where it's like I'm watching it for the story as opposed to like good action or like good animation or like, because it's not boring me, at least, right? It's just like something to watch. Animation, at least there was like I was able to like watch like a good, like a sequence where there was like the animators were actually showing their shit, and like in that case it was pretty good, although I still have like issues with like, oh, one slash, or like one thing about Bleach was there's an attack that Hollows have. Hollows being the antagonists, or rather Arrancars, or fucking, oh shit, I don't remember. Oh, the Espada. It's called a Cero, right? It's a straight fucking laser, and theoretically it could be cool, right? Like a fast as fucking shot, like a fast ass like bullet that's like huge and just like it looks powerful. But the problem with that is that it's slowed down like so much. It looks like they should be able to dodge it. Like why? Like if okay, imagine like these two people just like staring at each other. This guy shoots a Cero. It's coming straight at this guy. Why doesn't he just like go down? Assume they're like flying. They're like midair. Why can't he just go down? I don't understand. Why are they like, oh my god? Make it fast as fuck if you're gonna like if I was directing the scene, this guy shoots a Cero, you have like 1 second to see this guy react like, oh, like it's like, oh fuck, and then he gets hit. Or he dodges or something. So then you can understand like, oh shit, that was really fucking fast. And he dodges it. But slowing at like this is my number one like pet peeve with like animation. Action animation at least. It's like, don't slow shit down. It makes no sense to me. If someone would explain that to me, why they do it, maybe it's to save budget. Maybe they just don't have enough money. Fine. Whatever. I still hate it though. Black Clover does that so much. Simplify like literally everything. And sometimes like even in the like scenes where some of the characters are just existing, it's like, if anyone has seen Seven Deadly Frames, like the still image of Meliodas just sitting in the bed with his like his dogs out, he doesn't look like the character. And I've been noticing that with like some of the characters in Black Clover, like Asta, like he has a very like, I don't know, it's just like a face, right? Like you know what he looks like. But it doesn't like, I don't know. Now I'm also kind of worried that I didn't delete the video from last night and that I may fucking fuck. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna try to just keep it shorter. I just tilted it for whatever fucking reason. But I don't know. I'm hoping I'm getting to like a kind of more exciting arc, I guess. So hopefully they pull more stuff out. I'm expecting great things in episode 90 at Griffin Wilson. You better not fucking, you know, put some bullshit. It's like, you know, it's not boring, at least. But if you're in it for the animation, then it's not the greatest animation, honestly. But whatever. After I ate, then I went to actually try to do the homework on my own because I had finished reading the textbook, like all the like chapters that I was not assigned, but just like the chapters relevant to the lecture material for the homework. And then like sometime after, then Will pulled up because he was at the office hours for the class, and the TA actually like went through like a lot of the problems, and so we were able to like not get them down quickly, but like explain them and then just like understand like what the fuck was. There was one problem though that was really fucked up, or no, not fucked up, but I guess we were just like confused on for like what was a good way to solve it aside from plugging and chugging, but we couldn't figure it out. And there's one part where we were like super stuck on like figuring out like what the answer was, and it was like, it turns out I already had the answer like written on like a different part of my page, which is like weird to say because like how do you already have the answer? But it's like it's literally it's like the same sequence of problems, like, oh, find this value for this value, and so like they're related to each other. So you literally just like go down like a line to like see which goes for which part. And I'd already like tested out a value before that was for like another part, and it worked for a different part but not that part. So I was like, holy fuck, I literally had the answer written down on my paper. But you know, there was one problem, the last problem on that homework. I don't understand how anybody could do it on their own. If anyone does it on their own, then you're like, they are crazy fucking intelligent. But there's no way I would have seen that. Like I would have been stuck for hours. Like, holy shit. But we got done in like an hour. So pretty good time. I'm still thinking about the fact that you come on this hair. I'm like, holy shit. Thank you. I probably didn't really voice that gratitude so much. But I kind of get caught up in like a fast pace. Like I like move on very quickly. For whatever reason, I don't know why. But you know, this made me feel. Give me some more confidence about this. I guess that this is better than just having like the long ass hair. But you know, at least I'm excited to go to shop tomorrow. New project and then design review. I'm working on the design review document. I still haven't seen any of the new recruits, but I also haven't been to a shop day in a while, so maybe I'll see some recruits tomorrow. Hopefully, I hope people didn't quit because it'd be nice to have new people. But we also saw Joseph Sugijanto, not Joseph Gellin. I don't know if Joseph will ever watch these videos. Hello, Joseph Gellin, sorry, what's your last name? I'm an idiot. Hello, Joseph Gellin, if you see these. But no, Joseph from Solar Racing pulled up because he was just doing work, just general work for classes. It was like, oh, what's up? What are you guys working on? And for some reason, I forget like details about people. For some reason, I thought Joseph was like a compy, but he's also EE. For some reason, I thought there were two compies in our group. There was only one, so I was like, that didn't seem right. But it's whatever. But yeah, now. And then after we finished up, I just went back to my dorm, which I'm here now, and I just came back from showering, and now I have to do multivariable homework. I'm gonna try to start the chemistry lab report, and then maybe Sally's, or get more progress on Sally's fucking letter of rec. I told Will, like, Sally, if you're watching this right now, I told Will that I was writing your letter of recommendation. It was like, are you allowed to do that? And I also wasn't sure. But I'm not sure if peer recommendation includes like family and friends. But I don't know. If you're sure about that, it's whatever. But other than that, I don't know. Busy. Not like swamped busy though. Like I have time, not under a time crunch, but I'm just like being like steadily productive busy. I still haven't reviewed calculus and chemistry. I should probably try to do that tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try to sleep. What time is it right now? 9:30? 9:40. And I guess also exciting thing is that I couldn't really wear my wrist strap I couldn't wear my Garmin watch because the wrist strap broke. And I ordered a wrist strap last week and it came in last Friday, but I didn't pick it up until today. So it actually, it's clean. Well, actually, I'm not sure how I feel about the design, honestly. But it's just like, it fits, right? So that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm looking for, if it fits. And maybe now I can like start running. Although I might try to buy more running shorts because I have a very low. Well, not that I would be able to run that often. Maybe. Oh, I'm also, I guess, like, future plans. I'm baking a cake Wednesday night with my Ace family and GM. So that's gonna be fun. I'm also going to the aquarium on Friday. I'm very excited for the aquarium. I fucking love aquariums. if okay, I was gonna say if any no, okay, that's fucked. That's fucked. I just love aquariums. If you buy me a aquarium ticket as a gift, that's all that's fucking perfect. Honestly, I love aquariums. And One Piece merch. You know, if you ever need gift ideas, if anyone ever is so inclined to give me something for my birthday in the future, if you want to, I don't really give a shit about gifts. But you know, One Piece, aquarium, a cat. No, don't buy me a cat. Cat plushie. I was actually thinking last night that'd be really nice if I had like a huge ass like body pillow and some more blankets. Maybe I should buy it. I already have. It's kind of cold at night though. I don't know. You know, in the spring it'll be warmer, but today was a not so bad day. Less stressful than I thought it was gonna be. I thought 2026 was gonna be a lot worse, but yeah, it was good. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. I'm trying to think about. I don't know if I have anything else in the future, but I have a lot of time ahead of me now. Like, if I feel like I have like a lot of time, I don't feel like under like terrible pain. Like last semester was dog shit, and now I kind of like have my shit figured out now. Like, I definitely do. I just cannot play video games until nighttime. I just can't. I can't allow myself to do that. Otherwise, I'll fuck myself up. Like this past Saturday, like that was not. It wasn't the worst thing, but I actually kind of wish I like spent time like reviewing calculus and chemistry. But you know, it's all good, honestly. I feel I don't know. I for some reason I was just thinking about like the CPR / AED training I did on Sunday. I'm like, damn, I'm kind of a goat now. I can like save someone's life, or at least try to help. I still don't know what the fuck I would do if I don't have a ventilation mask. Am I just giving mouth to mouth there? Like, really? I feel bad about that. And they didn't really talk about the situation if it was like a girl, because if they have no breathing, no pulse, then that's when you start CPR, and that's when you have to give ventilations. But you pull out the AED, and you have to like. I know they're like already dying, so they won't give a shit. But like, okay, if it was a real situation, I'm not saying that I would hesitate to save their life. If they were a chick and then like they're like, you know, their chest was exposed, like I'd have to expose their chest and apply the AED. I'm not saying I would not do that because they're a woman. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I would just feel bad. Like, damn. I would just feel bad. Okay. Anyways, that's okay. I would still save their life. All right. I would not hesitate to apply the AED pads after exposing their chest, because that's what you have to do. But I don't know. Whatever. Okay, that's the end of the video. Goodbye. Hope you have a good Monday. Whatever.